I have some browns. I'm going to add some brown here. I'm taking red and green and mixing it together to create this lovely little brown here. And you can pretty much make brown with most complementary colors. You can lay red, and this is a pinky, like pinky red, next to greens, and it looks beautiful, as in this one right here. But you can also just use it to create brown. So I'm seeing this as a lot of brown skyscrapers, looks like. That's what my brain seems to have thought it was doing. So let's do it. Boom, brown skyscrapers. Where would brown skyscrapers be located? Where do you think? Because I don't know. My brain thinks of this as the view outside your dentist office, right? I mean, maybe not for you, but for me. The view outside your dentist office. So welcome. So much attempts here today on the live. I have gone live 5 times today, 3 on YouTube. 4? Is this my 4th? I thought it was my 3rd. If I'm saying 3rd time's the charm, then yeah. I'm practicing it these days, and I want to figure out a way to do it where I don't really have to talk, yet watching the painting is entertaining enough, you know? Why do they have to be skyscrapers? They could be a cute house. I highly recommend you do exactly what I just did and change your mind on your sketchbooks pages all the time. Come up with a new idea. I mean, how much better is it if these are cute little houses? I mean, I suppose it looks more like a church now, but too bad. It's a house church. Church house? Yeah. Church house. And you can add windows later. I'm just shifting the idea of it. I'm going to include this part. So let's actually make it go all the way across. Why would someone build it like that? I don't know, because it's cool. So for me, this idea is like outside your dentist window. Yeah. I went to Compass Oncology, and that's in like, is it in Happy Valley? I think it's the one in Happy Valley, and they rebuilt it. And Compass Oncology is for cancer patients. I don't have cancer. I went because I do iron infusions. I have low iron, and they've built it so the whole surround sound, the surround sound, the whole surrounding of the bottom layer in Compass Oncology is just nature. It is beautiful versus their other infusion area was like beige, brown walls. Very, very ugly comparison. So I really like that. Where do you think beautiful little brown houses like this would be? I mean, I guess they're not little. Beautiful big houses like this. I'm gonna make them all houses instead of skyscrapers. I'm like, it could be adobe. I really like the idea of adobe. I'm Finn, and I was flipping through the sketchbook. I'm owner artist of Foxfern Tattoos, and I live near a gun range. So if you hear, I just heard a gunshot. If you hear gunshots, I am not in danger. We've had some excited hobbyists today. And the idea for this piece is outside of your dentist office. So what does it look like outside your dentist office? You can totally tell me if you want to in the chat below. I am still learning how to, let's see. Hi, it says Sammy Escalator Kier. Hello, Sammy. I'm still learning how to do the talking back part. So definitely bug it more than once. I put it so it will pop up, but I don't know if it will actually do that or not at all. Ooh, what's it? This one's really tall. Let's make that one really tall. A giant lives in this house. Or it's like a church. Or it's a different kind of building. I don't know how big they could build Adobe. Personally, I very much like earth building. There's a program in Costa Rica that I just signed up for their mailing list. And it looks so fun. Looks incredibly fun. I've been drawing and designing cob houses since I was a child. No, I have not lived in one yet. However, I continue to design them. Okay, it should say, so I'm doing the live chat. All messages are visible. So I think that means that only Sammy has said hi. So, and feel free to give me information about how to do chats, not chats, how to do lives effectively, because this is my practice time. I am practicing and practicing. Okay, I'm gonna go with darker in there. See that? Lovely. Now I'm using leftover gouache from earlier's paintings. These guys are all in gouache on here. So when you rehydrate it, it becomes a lot more like watercolor. Yep, you see that? So working in my watercolor sketchbook, perfect idea. I don't like to leave anything on the palette. Nope. So I think it's much more interesting to keep it flowing. And it also pushes, like artists can get so in their head. Myself included, I don't seem to get in my head as much as other people do because painting is important to me. And so I just do it. I get cranky if I don't paint, really is what happens. So I'm somebody who paints and writes and draws and moves. Like, I don't dance every day, but I dance a lot. And I think it's important. This is cute. I wonder what kind of city it is. Been dreaming about, there's a beautiful book. Have any of you read The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin? Highly recommend. N.K. Jemisin is an author, period. Beautiful, I don't know, I'd call it science fiction, but it feels really realism based. And they write The City We Became, and it's based on New York coming to life with avatars. And because New York's so big, comes to life with a few different avatars. And I'm like, so I think about other cities, like what would this city's avatar be? I think about Portland, where I live. What city, what avatar would Portland have? I'm like, it's a very interesting idea. And I'm from Portland. I have lived here about 12 years of my life. On and off, I come back and forth. And yeah, but I was born here. Okay. Ooh, some green, that's fun. Do you have any favorite cities? Are there any cities that you really love? Where are you coming from? There's 2 of you. There's 5 now. Where do you guys hail from? Or what cities do you love? I would love to find out. It will just pop up on the chat, won't it? I keep clicking on the little button that says chat. Nope. No, it only has that one person. Okay. Then I guess it will pop up if somebody does respond. How long should I wait to see if somebody responds? Or do I just like bug you guys to respond? That doesn't seem very fair. What if you just want to sit back and watch? I mean, that's the goal at some point, is to move it so these can be sit back and watch things. So you could grab your sketchbook and paint along with me. I will do some tutorials. Not on this. This is sketchbook time. Sketchbook time is very important, but the art that happens from it is just whatever. I recommend, anyways, that people have it stick to whatever. And look, see the way that it can pick it up? I can pull this into a variety of nature ideas. Boom. It's picking up from the blue. Boom. I do still want this to be part of the, it's cute. I wonder why they would build houses like this. Why would it be like this? It's kind of columnar shaped. I feel like it would be in a desert. It does feel like if it was adobe, this would be in a desert. Desert adobe. My friend is in Joshua Tree now, and I have been thinking about her, so I might go visit her. Maybe that's why I'm thinking deserts. Joshua Tree is beautiful. I also spent a significant amount of my life living in, probably about the same amount of time actually, 12 years, in Walla Walla, Washington, which is high desert. People really like Walla Walla. I do not. It feels very much like the Hellmouth for me. It's cute though if you don't feel that way. It's got wine and a lot of wine. Cute little streets. People seem to like those. Its downtown's cute. I think Vancouver's downtown is better. Like going across the bridge is cuter. Okay, so that's happened, right? There we go. There's that. Now I could do one of two things. I could keep building on this, or this is my favorite thing to do. I take this. It both creates texture. If you see the textures in these pieces, that's part of the texture creation, and I just set it on top. Boop. Yep. And again, sketchbooks are places to play. I actually quite like this one, so where would I add brown? Let's see. You don't have to. I might add it to this little building because I know I like these little cob houses, these little cobbed caves. Yeah, there we go. That'll be fine there. It's like this one is built into the side of a scale. It's like scaled to a certain shape. Cute. Do I want it on the other side? Sure. Let's let it be a little more earthen on its inside self. I like to play with contrast a lot, so quite frequently I'll just mess with things if they have contrast with one another. Yeah, let me know if you have questions. We can make this be part of it, because this could be part of it. Does look like it is part of that little city, so let's do it. Let's allow the narrative to continue over here, but we need reasons as to why they have these little square houses. What do you think? Maybe they like to be on their rooftops. Maybe it is a very fun place to be, their rooftops. I want to dome them a little more. Let's give them a little more domey dome. They look like yurts now. What do you think? Look like a yurt to you? This is often the stage when people will come talk to me and be like, what are you making? And my very genuine response is, I have no idea. It's not done yet. And that's one of the fucking amazing things about being an artist, is that we don't have to know. You can just put stuff on the page. Just being a person, period. You don't have to know. People like to think you have to have everything figured out, but I also will often tell young artists, like, hey, the difference between an amateur artist and a professional artist is that professionals show up. Like, we show up, we do the work, and we don't know what's going to happen. Like, as a tattoo artist, I can have everything prepped, everything set up, and I have no idea what is going to happen in the day. Like, best prepared, but nope. And then the whole day changes when I get to work. It's actually one of the reasons I picked it. I think it's really interesting to have a life like that. Like, do the work, prep ahead, and then let's see what happens. Should we give it a little bit of red dirt? It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it needs more contrast. Let's give them some neighbors. Neighbor time. I mean, near the water, of course. Why wouldn't you have neighbors? Water's important. So gouache goes on top of that. This is watercolor before, I think. And you can layer on top. It's in its the gouache is in its watercolor stage because, again, like I said, I used it this morning. So it is not in its opaque stage. But this is still fun. And the contrast is fun. So I'm like, yeah, let's go for it. I really like to paint little villages. I enjoy that. I was raised on a compound, which I do not like that. I don't like the word compound either, but I do like little villages. Villages are great. Villages feel like a nice word. Compound sounds and feels like entrapment. I can also get behind the word collective. That's a good word. I'm part of an art collective. Okay, should we do this one? It's bigger. I don't know, that mountain's pretty big. It seems silly to turn that into. But we've got 3. Okay, we'll do another little one right here. It's too big of a mountain, otherwise that can be a small mountain. And again, you don't have to make things to size. It's your sketchbook. Do whatever you want. And I was actually just going to do a flip through, but here we are doodling. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's got it in 4 places. That's fine. Ooh, look at that. So pretty. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. I don't know how that will come through, but it sure is fun to do. And patterns. My brain likes patterns. Humans in general, they like those patterns. Let's give it a little bit more of a place to stand upon. Yes. And it's cute. Now it looks like it's got a little face. That's one of the things I really like about these. They like, hi. Cute. Time for it to have a face. You want a face too? Sure. Okay. Do I see anywhere else that I think has to have it? Nope. Cool. Now we fold it. Now we just shoot. Over we go. Next page. Okay. Yellow submarine / bunny. What do you see? Do you see a pink bunny or do you see a yellow submarine? I see a pink bunny. So I'm going to grab some pink. My work has often been called psychedelic. And when I was younger, it kind of hurt my feelings because I thought it meant drug-induced. But psychedelic actually means mind-opening. Yes. Okay. If I was teaching you how to do it, I would go about this differently than how I was going to do it. Let me think for a minute here. Okay, here we go. I'll grab this. Okay, so if I was teaching, I would put in the dark first. So we're going to utilize this as our dark. Purple, lovely. Maybe get that a tiny bit more wet. And then nose, let's go with the little nose. It's darker. And then, now again, gouache is what? Opaque. So you can paint over top of things. Remember that. Your first layer does not have to be your last layer. It never is for me. I mean, maybe. Never say never, right? Man, those cliches will stick in my head so hard. It's a much happier bunny now. Just from that little bit of time. Nice. Bunny says, yeah, I'll be a bunny. That sounds like a great idea, guys. And it's very stormy, so the color pink would definitely be much more muddied than it's going to come out. Too bad. We're here with this pink because it's a fun color. The bunnies have these cute little cheeks, so we'll have to deal with that later because it's a bunny submarine, obviously. And a little bit of that texture. There we go. Okay, now I rinse it. I'm going to grab a bigger one because I like bigger ones. It's quite large. You could grab a, what size would I be having you? Not that one. If I was choosing that one, sure. That one would give you enough control, I think. So that's about half the size? Okay, yeah. And I hear a, I hear a fly somewhere. Okay, so you just take the pink, bright pink, right? Look at that color with this. Fucking amazing. Yeah, I just want to dab it all over, so I'm gonna. I don't know what's going on there, but it's pretty damn cool. Right there, right there. Yeah. Little area? Okay, little area. Anywhere else? Over here, so. Okay. Wow. And it just changes everything, right? Just a little bit. Should we do a big rock? Easter egg? An Easter egg? I mean, we could. Like right there? Fine. I don't love it there though. I want it on the bunny. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go here. So I see a little face again. I see faces in landscapes all the time. The combination for me is very strong. See a little paw there. Hello, the bunny says I'm giant. Okay, now we're gonna do the bunny over here. I like the yellow as well. Like I enjoyed the little submarine vibe, but we're over it now. And you don't need to water it down when it's thick like this. This is great. This is one of the things about gouache that's phenomenal. Now it does hold textures, so you want to let its texture be its texture. Be aware of that. So see how it's kind of brown? That will change, but what you're getting is you're getting the pink overlaid over top of this little bunny experience. Yep. And to get it more pink, let's make him actually a bunny. There you go. Bigger bunny here. You would need to wait for it to dry, come back, and add it again. I think he needs cuter cheeks. Yeah, what if we put the cheeks above the waves? Those are my dogs, Cleo and Juniper. And they are wow about something. Ooh, angry bunny. Angry bunny. Why are you so angry, bunny? I'm in the storm. I was a nanny before as a tattoo artist, and so this is continued. I actually love that I got to keep that part of myself. Now I'm gonna pull from a little bit of white here. I'll see if it's going to rehydrate enough, or if I want to go grab it from somewhere else. What do you think of my storm bunny? It's cute. Like, what the hell? Where did it come from? It needs a land of its own, which I don't know where it came from. Angry storm bunny. Cute cheeks. Bum, 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 bum. And again, you can always change it later. It's getting very schnauzery. Now we have a little pink, one more pink, one more. I don't know, what do you think? Maybe pink enough, maybe not. I think it needs more of a like bunny coat, even though it's a submarine. Do we like it? It's okay. It needs to dry. Cute though. The idea's real cute. I wanted pinker. The storm bunny. I mean, it's just fine. It's a just fine storm bunny. My tablecloth is canvas, so it doesn't matter what I get on it. And you can pick it back up with gouache like that. It's great. Super helpful for when you want it to be more opaque or a different color. Let's see. Do we make it bright on its face? Sure. Yeah, there we go. Bright bunny face. My dog is barking outside. I think that means the kids have started to come home. I let them be outside as much as possible during the day, and then when the kids come home, because they bark, I don't love that. The kids don't love it. I bring them in. So I hear Grayson. Yep. And you can get bigger. It's your sketchbook. You can do whatever you want in it. You gotta whisper that to yourself sometimes. Cute. Anywhere else? No, because other details I'll do are like maybe a little here. It's interesting because the location it is on the table, it doesn't look the same as it does in here. Maybe it's gonna be a walrus. Should we give it some teeth? Walrus bunny? Yeah. I don't know who wants to do that. Should we do light pink teeth? Yeah, let's do it. Could be, or it could be a unicorn bunny. Unicorn or walrus? What are we feeling? I'm feeling walrusy. Most excellent. Yes, the legendary walrus bunny. You've all heard of it, right? It sails the seas, wondering why its ear is in the wrong location. Just gonna make that ear a little bigger. A little better. Yeah. Brighter. You see the difference in color? How bright that pink is? Huge difference, right? Because of the opacity. Cute. Very cute. Are you having fun yelling outside, Cleo? Yeah? Oh, yeah. Tell me more about it. I am still painting and she is yelling. I do hear her. Do you need me to come save you? Or you want to go yell at the dogs too? Yeah? Should we give it pink whiskers? Maybe you need pink whiskers. Most people don't have pink whiskers. Let's give you low whiskers. Get low. Cute. Maybe some purple ones later. Boom. Boom. I feel like its head would actually be more, the way I'm making this is like its head needs to be a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. A little more glow to it. Otherwise that's actually a little off too. You need it about there. Yeah, better. Then I'll come back in and I'll marinate this part together so it has more depth to it. Oh, that worked too. Let's do that again. This is when it's a great time to have another sketchbook next to you. I have them. I could go get them. But I'll paint in here. I'll show you real quick. Boop. There's like 4 or 5. I paint in a fan shape so that I can just step away from it and then look back and not think about it at all and just go to the next piece. That really changes my perspective on things and I love that. Okay, good enough for that guy for right now? Nope, okay, purple. These purple dots. But its whiskers are not dry yet. Okay. And life goes on, even if it smooches everywhere. Okay. Okay. That's gonna bother me. I might need to set this aside. So yeah, but we're at the 28-minute mark anyways. Thanks for hanging out with me while okay. Like there needs some purple in the ear. I'm feeling some purple here. Yeah, that worked finally. All day long I've been trying to do this freaking thing. So thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit while I figured out how the hell to do a live on YouTube that actually allowed me to do a live. Much difference. Much better. I still think this part needs to be a little more like, yeah. And then like a little cranky. Super cute, just cranky. There we go. Lumpy eyeball. Maybe give this one a whole tall lump. Sure. It's more like a bulldog now, huh? Bulldog, bunny, walrus. Hey, you don't know what sea creatures there are. Me either. I only have a sketchbook. Not, what is it called? It's not a marine life degree. It's not biology. What's it called? Cute. Don't remember. Oh, here comes my little Fluffy. I can hear her panting. I hear you, baby. You gonna come in here and see me? I talked to her. She's deaf, so she doesn't hear me, but she does sometimes feel me. Yes. Give it a chunky. Give it a little chunky. Yeah, good. Nice. Thanks for hanging out.